It's one of our primal fears of summer. Apex predators lurking in ocean waters, invisible until they attack. We're talking, of course, about sharks. Many contend their reputation is unfairly sinister. Last year saw a record high number of shark attacks. ABC's David Wright is off the coast of New England, tagging and tracking the legendary great white, while a young man attacked just a year ago decides it's safe to go back in the water.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water, a powerful reminder why you might just think twice. Shark Week kicked off Sunday night on Discovery at a time when shark attacks have been on the rise worldwide. 98 attacks last year, a record number, more than half of them here in the U.S. Already this year, 32 attacks have been reported around the globe, including one this past weekend when an 11-year-old boy was bitten while he was surfing in North Carolina.
I was crying. I was scared. I didn't know what happened.
As millions head to the beaches this summer, we set off from Cape Cod looking for great whites.
It should be a light breeze. The seas aren't going to be a big problem for us.
Our guide, one of the world's foremost experts, marine biologist Dr. Greg Skomel. When you look at a shark, what do you see?
I see a perfect fish, if you will.
Skomel has been studying sharks off the New England coast for more than 3 decades. Some of his friends call him Hooper, after the Richard Dreyfuss character from Jaws.
It's a bull shark. It scraped me when I was taking samples.
Do you have any scars?
I was cutting the jaw of a shark and my knife slipped and I drove it into my leg.
But in his work for the state of Massachusetts and the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy, Skomel gets up close and personal with plenty of sharks. Here's one he filmed just last week, the first shark of the season chomping on a seal.
It was really quite spectacular. So there's lots of seals here, there's lots of sharks here, but we really don't get to see them feed on the seals all that often.
Every summer, Skomel spends at least 2 days a week tagging great whites. It looks like a harpoon.
It does, and it actually is a harpoon that we've modified. This is the tag right there. All right, so we'll pull that magnet off, which will turn it on, and then that'll ping away for 10 years.
Those pings detected by audio buoys positioned along the shore every time a shark swims up too close.
It's a little smoother. Says a couple old guys can't handle something, huh?
That's right.
He and his fellow researchers check them regularly.
Scratchy was here on the 20th.
As part of a 5-year research project to see who's lurking offshore.
Scratchy.
Old Scratchy, huh?
Scratch and sniff.
Scratchy is one of the sharks they've tagged last year. The researchers give them all colorful nicknames.
So we've got, Salty, and we've got Chex, Marianne, the skipper, too.
So what we have here is the plotter.
Each one of those red marks represents a shark sighting. 300 to 400 of them, most of them within a quarter mile of beaches packed with summer tourists.
Yeah, we're out here about now, here. We refer to it as the Coliseum. Where sharks go, where the seals go to die.
Today we're hanging out where the seals like to hang out. That's what's attracting the sharks. In the surf, they look an awful lot like human swimmers. Up overhead,
I got some valuable altitude now.
That's our spotter pilot.
our eye in the sky. A spotter plane casts a bird's eye view, watching for what they call a predation, basically a shark enjoying some lunch. Knowing what you do about sharks, do you ever think twice about going into the water?
Yes, I do, actually. If I'm on the eastern shore of Cape Cod, and I'm in an area where there's high densities of seals, then I am going to think twice.
Skomel is a Shark Week regular. His new film, Jaws of the Deep.
Incredible maneuvers here. This is pretty cool.
Oh, Greg, we're seeing it from the aerial here. That's amazing.
Wow.
He and his colleagues traveled to Guadalupe, Mexico, armed with special cameras designed to track and follow sharks in the ocean depths.
Greg, you copy over?
Wow.
The Atlantic White Shark Conservancy is helping to develop an app you can download so that you can keep track of the shark sightings. So if you're a beachgoer coming to Cape Cod, you better download this app.
You should be downloading this app, exactly.
And you'll have a much better idea.
Exactly, yes.
Paul Gelder and Hunter Treschl can attest to the danger. A bull shark attacked Hunter a year ago at a beach in North Carolina, biting off his left arm. But having gone through that, the Discovery Channel then calls you and says, hey, how about getting in a shark cage?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I was a bit nervous at first, as anybody would be. But I mean, like I said, you don't pass that kind of opportunity up just because you're afraid of something.
In Sharks Among Us on Shark Week, he actually goes back in the water with sharks.
We have some clear water now. Let's get started.
All right, brother.
All right.
Joining him in the shark cage to test whether magnets repel sharks is Gelder, an Australian Navy diver who lost an arm and a leg to a bull shark in 2009. Did it take some convincing on his part?
Not really.
No?
Not even a little bit.
So this barrier looks a little more substantial underwater. Still don't know if it's going to stop a shark going through it though. Yeah, it doesn't look shark-proof in any way.
Bait box coming in, bait box coming in.
2 sharks. Oh, 3 sharks. Yeah, this is awesome. Here comes another one. Wow, that is incredible.
Both men now fight to protect the very creature that tried to eat them.
Are we believers now?
Yeah.
I think so.
You've got us.
Sharks, popular culture has told us are bad, therefore we should just let them die. That's doesn't make sense. That's like saying, I don't like pandas. Let's kill all the pandas, right?
No, but it's more like one analogy could be you've been in a car crash and you're out there advocating for higher speed limits.
Well,
right?
would you get in a car crash and advocate that nobody should drive?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Hollywood may overstate the threat just a bit. The fear factor, part of what people have loved ever since Jaws.
We have to realize that everything that happened in that film was ridiculous. And we have to keep that in context. Hold on tight, guys.
Moments later, on our boat, we got our first real glimpse at a great white.
There's blood in the water just a few miles north. A shark eating a seal. We're racing there now, and it's a bumpy ride.
The spotter plane circles just above the spot where we're headed.
Sure, that buoy, halfway between the buoy and the beach.
I see it, yeah.
Over this way.
Splash in the water right over here.
There's the shark eating the seal!
Shark.
Okay, not too close, John. Shark's right there.
11 o'clock.
Right about now, I know just how Chief Brody felt in Jaws.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I've never seen a fish so big. That is astonishing.
Look at that.
Here, Sharky Shark. A GoPro gives us a close-up view of the shark. He's a 12-footer, 1,500 pounds.
We're fingerprinting it. Oh. Wow. Yeah, let's get the tagging pole.
Just as he's getting ready to tag it, the shark dives, slipping away into the deep. Aside from the obvious, is there any way to bring him up?
Take off your shoes.
No, thank you. I'll leave that to the experts.
Starting to come up. Hold on.
I think I see him now.
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Tag!
Wow. You
That's
have
how
the
you tag
touch.
a white shark.
And thanks to that acoustic tag, they'll be able to keep close tabs on him from now on.
That's a friggin' white shark. You don't see that every day.
I'm David Wright for Nightline in Cape Cod.
There's more where that came from as Shark Week airs all this week on Discovery.